Hello and welcome to another project planning video of mine. This is the update for the Pentos Eyeshadows project, and this is literally my most favorite project overall. Most favorite to do, to film, to watch other person's updates. It's so fun. Anyway, for me, I'm always working on 6 shades at a time. I'm not working on duplicate shades, blacks or glitters. My goal is to use the shades 30 times or hit pan on them. And I think that's the rules for me that I set myself. So let's head into this update. The first eyeshadow that I have in here that I did work on throughout the last month is in this BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. And it was this shade down here, the Abbey, the white matte shade. I only needed to use it 4 more times to be reaching my 30 usage goal, and that's what I did. I used it 4 more times, so I used it 30 times overall. So I'm rolling this one out today. And this was brand new when I rolled it in. I think I never used it before, maybe once or twice, but it was basically brand new. So 30 uses on this one. And I did mention it throughout my last videos, but I'm going to say it again in case you didn't watch. I did use this mostly as an inner corner highlight, as a matte inner corner highlight. And I really did enjoy this shade. Next up is this Hello Kitty palette by Colourpop. And in here, I was working on Sandy, the first shade in here. I did use it 11 more times for a total of 34 now. So 4 times above my 30 usage goal, just because I really enjoy using this one, especially with the more cranberry kind of shades that I also had in here. This was a super nice combination with those kind of shades, because this one isn't true yellow. It has kind of a shift to it, and it pairs very nicely with those red kind of shades. And yeah, so I am rolling this out because I used it 34 times now. Maybe it isn't a true yellow, is not the right description, but it has very silver leaning glitter to it, I guess, which makes it super nice with those kind of shades I'm going to show you. So yeah, this is the second shade I'm rolling out. Next up is this The Deuce palette by Juvia's Place. And again, I'm rolling out another shadow. In here, I was working on this shade called Crab or Crabs. And I did use it 14 more times for a total of 30 times now. So I'm able to roll this out, which I did not expect at all, that I'm going to use it 14 times in a month. But yeah, I'm super happy that I did do so and that I'm able to roll it out today as well. And this was also super nice. It's super blendable, it's easy to use, it's light enough for me and my skin tone. I really did enjoy this. And again, I did use this one in the crease a lot. Then another purple or reddish kind of tone on the outer part of the lid, and this one in the inner part of the lid. And this looks so nice. And I think if I would not have had this color story, I never would have tried this combination. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. And these are all my rollouts for today. I have 3 rollouts within this update. Then the first shadow that is staying in here is this one by Cleonard. It's the shade Goblet, and I did use it 5 more times for a total of 15 times. So this is obviously staying. I'm nowhere near pen, so this is going to be a 30 usage goal for me as well. I'm halfway there, so this is obviously staying. And I'm going to swatch this as well. This is the first shade that's staying within my new color story. And I hope you can see the swatch. But again, I'm always inserting some pictures as well. some progress pictures at least. Then I have an eyeshadow in here that I rolled in and it already had a pan in it, but this is one of my oldest eyeshadows in my collection. So I still wanted to roll this in, which I did do so. I did use it 12 more times the last month for a total of 15 times as well. And that's actually one of the shades I used. I used these three in combination with each other a lot. And I think the month before there was another like cranberry shade, shimmer shade in here, and I did use that one instead of this one. But yeah, this month I used these three in combination with each other a lot. And obviously the white one I could use in any kind of look. So again, this is staying in here. And I'm going to swatch this one as well. Again, this is super old, but it still works very nicely, at least on the eyes. So let's build up the swatch a little bit for you to see the color better. And the last eyeshadow for my 6 normal eyeshadows that I work on is in my Gloss Gods Cosmetics palette in the Dancing in the Sky palette. In here I was working on Aurora and I only used it once, for a total of once, because I worked this in the last time. Yeah, I just focused on my other shades and didn't really use it, but I still really enjoy this. But anyway, one use for this one, so obviously this is staying. And because this has a very soft formula, I could even imagine hitting pan on this one, but we will see how this will go. But that's the shade. So this has been my color story last month. I'm also going to insert you a picture for you to see it a little bit in a different light and maybe in a different quality. But yeah, that's my color story from last month. Again, I did roll out 3 shades. I already thought I would be able to hit my goal on 2 of them, so I did roll in backup shades already. I'm going to show them to you in a second, but I just wanted to mention I only had to use this one 4 times, so I was absolutely positive that I'm going to roll this one out. And the other ones, yeah, I thought I'm going to roll out the yellow one as well. So yeah, 2 more shades I'm going to show you now, which are rolling in now into my regular color story for the next month. The first one is a depotted shadow from Colourpop from the Semi Precious palette. And as a backup shadow, I already did use it 8 times the last month, which is quite a lot for a backup shade. But yeah, this is easy to use. Plus, I really do enjoy the quality of this one a lot. So yeah, this is this one swatched out, and then one more shade I'm rolling in from my previous backup shades, which is by Tarte Cosmetics. It's in the shade Grind. It's a single eyeshadow and it does look like this. And again, I did use this quite a bit last month already. I did use this 11 times already. And this is easy to use for me because I absolutely love this underneath my lower lash line. So this is just an easy shade to reach for using it there, and it can go with a lot of looks. And that's the shade. Wait, let me swatch it. Wait. So I hope you can see it like this. So currently I have an all shimmer color story. But again, I'm always working on 6 eyeshadows, so I need to roll in 1 more shade. And I'm going to do something that I never did before. but I'm rolling in the Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels palette. If you watched last month's update for me, you will know this would have been one of the backup shades that I rolled in, but I decided against it because the shade I rolled in was very, very similar to this one, and I didn't want to have both of them in the same color story because I know I would not reach for one of them at least. So yeah, because I was able to roll this one out though, now I decided to roll in the one that I should have rolled in the last time. So yeah, I'm rolling in this shadow right here called Flutterby, and this is going to be my 6th shade. And obviously I'm not mad about it being a matte because I have that many shimmers currently in here. But yeah, this is the last shade for my color story next month before we are going to talk about the backup shades I'm rolling in. So yeah, this is the new color story. One matte, all the others are singles, shimmers. A lot of single eyeshadows, yes. Let's talk about it a little bit. But before I do so, I just wanted to show you how similar those two shades are. I mean, they're not the same, but they're super similar, so both of them in the same color story I didn't want to do. Anyway, let's talk about these. The closest on hitting my goal are probably the first 3, and all of them are not too close. The first 2 shades I used 15 times already, so I need to use them 15 more times before I'm able to roll them out. And the Aurora shade, again, I think there's a possibility that I'm able to hit pan on that one, so I'm kind of counting it as a possible shade to reach my goal on for this month. Because I'm very, very far away, basically, to hitting my goals. I am only rolling in one backup shade today. And as always, I'm doing that with the Wheel of Names, which I'm going to insert you now. And as you saw, the Odin's Eye Soul Man 2 palette got chosen. And let's look at it. This is how the palette looks like. It's basically brand new. I only swatched the shades. I did receive this as a gift. And yeah, I kind of never used it. So this is going to be interesting. Obviously, this is not going to be a shade I'm going to hit pan on. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of shadows that I never reached for or reached for only a little bit. So hitting pan is getting quite seldom, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm rolling in one of these shades. So let's choose the shade I'm rolling in. So because this one has quite a few shades in it, I decided to roll it with the random number generator, and the number 7 got chosen. And number 7 is this matte purple shade, which I'm super happy about because I think this is probably one of my favorite shades in here, just looking at the color story. So yeah, this is rolling in. It's called Dream. So this one I'm going to swatch out as well, obviously. This is the shade. So yes, again, this is my new color story for next month, and this is my backup shade for me to either reach for already or reach for when I hit my goal on one of these shades. I personally think with the shade Aurora, this would be super nice because this is obviously also quite purple leaning. But yeah, otherwise I have quite the warm toned color story. So this is going to be interesting. That's it already for this update of mine. As always, I hope you did enjoy this one, and I wish you a very nice day. Bye!